We still have Matua TY in our studio today, whānau. He has refused to leave. He reckons this is his whare now. But before we get into the Reo tips and all that and his advice to anyone learning, I want to just quickly jump into the bro has some news.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to be receiving my mata order soon, 2 weeks. The journey was quite interesting. Had Matua Darby Tuhaka from Paeroa here come up to me and says, in a hui that we were in, finished the hui, and he comes up to me and goes, I can see your mata order on your face and I'm going to be doing it. Anyway, and I was like, okay, somewhere later on down the track. Anyway, gives me a call up and he says, so you've been thinking about this mata order because you're doing it in 2 weeks. And I was like, can I come talk to you down in the shop? So anyway, I took my whānau down and we just went through that and 17th of June, it's going to be the day.
Fine, I'll definitely be down there. I'll be getting some content from it. I'm so excited to see the bro get. I think you deserve it so much, brother.
Yeah,
you're a big help in me getting my tohu to carry into my mata order next year. But whānau, it's great to see around Hauraki. I was talking to Matu Apanui, Skipper,
yes, yeah.
and he was talking to me about getting mine, and I said, what was your whakaaro on getting yours? And he was straight up, he goes, decolonize myself. And I was like, okay, bro. And he goes, and it gave me a good reason to get it made me think of my reason to get mine. And he said, because I have to wake up in the mirror every day and look at it on my face.
Absolutely,
so I've decided mine is going to be a promise not only to my mother, who wants me to learn my reo, my whole everything, but also to myself and my people. I want to bring my whānau back together, my whole hapu. I want to bring my whole iwi back together. My mata is like a promise to myself and my whānau. So is there a whakaaro around your mata order, or?
I think it's my final stage of my reclamation of my identity. For me, in that process started a long time ago for me, and it's been happening in stages, reclaiming my reo, being able to go back to my iwi and stand and speak on behalf of my marae and my people. That's happened, those stages have happened, and I think this is just the last. It's like the cherry on top for me. Everyone's mata order is obviously different for them. In terms of, where we talk about, and more recently we've been talking about how there's criteria, and is there even criteria for getting mata order? What constitutes you to have the right to do it? And that's, for me, whakapapa Māori, that's all you need. But they are precious taonga to us, and so there's responsibilities, I think, that comes with that. And I think regaining your reo, you have a responsibility to doing that once you have your mata order or any form of moko kanohi, and then holding yourself. The mata order doesn't bring you mana, you bring mana to your mata order, and so that's done through your deeds and how you act. And
beautifully said, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to Keanu, one of the kaitaha from Manaia. You all know him. He's tatted half of the peninsula. But I went up to get my hand done, and I was talking to him, and he was one of the main ones that first started the thought of me actually getting my mata order, because I was part of the, I guess you call it ropu, where we didn't feel like we earned it, or kind of thing, and it was part of that. I guess my uncle called it a colonization thing, where they make you think you can't have it, so you won't get it, and it's a way to get rid of it. And he just said, bro, if in your heart you think you're ready, that's all you need. He said you can't have someone telling you not or to get it. He said you just got to wear it with pride and with love. And when I asked my uncle, he said the only question I'll ask you is, do you have love for your whānau? And I said, of course. And he said, well, whānau, I said this before, he grilled me for 40 minutes. It was like I've never had a job interview like it. And then afterwards he goes, I was just joking with you, bro. He said, you're all good to get it.
yeah.
So will it just be you getting your mata order, or is it going to be like a mokopapa? Or?
No, just me. I believe Matu Darby's son's coming over. Lewis is going to, he's doing it all. He's going to be doing all of the, tattooing, Beautiful. So there's consecutive days of different people coming in. I think there might be only 1 or 2 people per day. So I know he's got some on the day that I'm getting mine done. I think there's somebody before me in the morning, and then
beautiful.
They'll be following. But
Well, you'll definitely catch me there, whānau. I'm so excited for you to get it, bro. So diving into this video, what are some tips, not tricks, but just some advice that you'd give, like myself or some of our whānau that are coming into this reo in Te Māori space?
First of all, I think you've got to realise that learning te reo is an ongoing journey. There's no end. A lot of people ask me like, oh my gosh, you're like so fluent. And I'm like, no, because the journey never ends for me. There's so much more that I don't know. And there's a whole world of darkness that I haven't brought light to in terms of learning. So I think realizing in yourself that the journey of learning for te reo was never going to end, and the fact that you're not going to get it straight away. Some people naturally do, and that's just because we're just built like that. Yep. Some people are built like that. Some people aren't. It takes them longer, and that's okay. Your journey is your journey. That's my second point. Not only is the journey ongoing, but your journey is your own, and it's nobody else's to tell you when you should start. When you should start, for how long you should be doing it. You can dip in, dip out. There's lows and highs for this journey. So there's two things. Also, my third thing is immerse yourself in a community of people where Reo carries, I guess, the ahua of your guys' relationship together. Make te reo the centerpiece. Where you guys can, it doesn't matter what level you are at, talk, speak as much as you can.
Like feed off each other.
Yeah, feed off each other. Because it's hard talking to yourself.
Unless
you're a person who's like that.
I mean, my job, bro.
Yeah.
Myself all day.
Yeah, I know one of my friends, like, because a lot of us have moved away from Hamilton now, our group's kind of not together anymore to speak. So we only come together on special occasions or at marae kaupapa. But he tells me he walks around the house and he asks himself questions and answers his own questions to practice the sentence structures he knows.
I might have
the
to vocabulary. Talk to him.
Yeah, literally just walks around and, hey, KTP, KTPIO, you know, and just to keep practicing. Yeah. Might be crazy, might sound a little bit waidangi. There you go, there's a word for you, crazy. A little bit.
Oh, yeah. My mother. Mom.
He said that, not me, Fire.
Mom, it's a joke. It's a joke. I love you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here's something for you. Kei te kimi patero koe. That's when you're looking for an apology or to say sorry or make amends for somebody. There's a little bit of a tip for you.
That'll be a good quote for my life. But yeah, it's just been like amazing because I look to you as my main tōkana in this whole space, I think. You and Reha. I hope you didn't hear that. It might go to his head. But yeah, and I'm so excited to learn off all of you and get to my stage. I like what you said. It's your journey and your journey only. So get to buy all our whānau out there. It is your journey. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Like Matua Rawiri said, you should never be treated like a second-class citizen. It is your journey. You may not know your reo, but your reo knows you, and so on and so forth. So you are the main target for yourself.
Yeah.
Would you say not to worry about impressing anyone as well? Because the Te Māori space can be quite intimidating.
I think, because I guess your journey about learning te reo shouldn't be about impressing others. But I mean, of course you're going to want to, at times, there's going to be stages where you're I've got all this flash.
Yeah.
You know. Or you've got this person you want to aspire to be, your iho pūmanawa. Yeah. See, for my iho pūmanawa is praone gloin, from Ngāti Raukawa. It's whai kōrero and stuff like that. So, and that's another tip for you. Find one person in te ao Māori, and if it's your reo journey, find somebody who's good in reo, and imitate the way they sound, they speak, the way they pronounce things, the highs and lows in their voices. And that's what I do when it comes to whai kōrero. I look to my main people, praone gloin, rāhui papa. Oh, honestly, yeah. Because they're greats.
Matotiwa sent me a karakia to learn whānau, and I got to admit, I've been trying. I've been hitting it at night, and I still can't crack it. And the first clip he sent me, whānau, of him reading it, whānau, I think he forgets that he's like, he talks so fast, because that's just your way of, and I'm listening, I'm like, and I'm like 2 sentences behind where you're at. Yeah. So I had to ask the bro to slow it down for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. And there's some things I remind myself of is that, because I'm teaching obviously different levels, is I've got to remember to teach at the level that I'm, approaching or engaging with. Yeah, so thanks for humbling me, bro.
I text him and he goes, I'm not reading it that fast. Yeah. I'm like, go listen to it, bro.
Yeah.
But no, it's been absolutely amazing. Coming up next, whānau, we're gonna test the teacher, whānau. That's what we're gonna call it, testing the teacher.
Yeah.
And hopefully he doesn't get them all right. Coming up next, Pahiwi, Nā Iwi FM.